Okay, so I hadn't seen a lot of reviews for ThinSlim foods. I got the entire, well, I got everything. I got the hot dog buns, the plain white bread, I got the rye bread, and the bagels, sesame bagels, and then I also got hamburger buns. So I hadn't seen a lot of reviews for the hot dog buns and the hamburger buns. I was looking like crazy because I didn't want to waste my money, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so I was going to have everything laid out here, but started cutting into this, and I'm just like actually really surprised already. The hot dog bun, it looks really good. Like, it looks like real bread. You know what I mean? Like, when you try and make keto bread, it doesn't always come out looking like bread or feeling like bread. You know what I mean? So this already looks pretty good. I'm just going to take a little piece of each thing and try it because I'm curious how the taste is. I'm a little reluctant and nervous, but excited at the same time. But, I mean, it smells like bread. So let's take a look. And it really does taste like bread. I mean, if you had a hot dog in there with some ketchup, whatever you like, that's actually really good. Okay, I'm in so far. Alright, so really curious, because the white bread is probably about the same as that, because, I don't know, I just assume that it is. But, the rye bread. Hopefully I can do this without my dog going nuts. The rye bread is kind of what I'm curious. Smells like rye bread. It's not like dark, but it does have the little caraway seeds in there. That's the end piece. So like a normal piece, I have small hands, but that's a good slice of bread. That's not a bad slice at all. Wanted to do this before I make my lunch. I am going to make my lunch on it. Anyway, hopefully you can hear me over all my crunching. But let me take a bite of this. I feel like it's not as, it's a little harder to rip than real bread, but it's kind of like, who cares, because it feels good in your mouth. I mean, literally, feels like real bread to me. That's good, too. Alright, let's keep going. I feel like the hamburger buns are going to be the same, but I want to show you, so I'm not going to try them, but sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. That's kind of gross, huh? Anyway, I want to show you the size. They look good to me. That's like perfect size for a hamburger. They got this down pat. I've heard a lot of their other stuff, like their brownies and other stuff, tastes kind of weird and gross, but these are legit bread for one carb. As long as it doesn't mess with my stomach at all, which I don't foresee that happening. It doesn't say gluten-free, but I feel like because it's so low carb, it should be fine. These are the bagels. Bagels feel a little bit like the bread, but you can definitely see that they were cooked with, you know, like a bagel. Probably boiled. Yeah, they're definitely good. Looks really good. And I try to do this with as much natural light as possible so that you can see, like, that's a bagel. I mean, 8 bagels. No, 6, I'm sorry. I can't count. Sorry. I'll be having my breakfast sandwich on that tomorrow. But yeah, look. That's it. Hey, I'll pay $6.99 for that. And then this is the regular loaf of bread, which is the same size as the other bread. So I really think that I'm going to be happy with this. I'm about to make my sandwich. I'm doing keto, so the best part about keto is you can really, you can have cheese and all that stuff. You just have to really be careful with your carbs and your sugar. So, these breads, 1 net carb per, because there's 7 grams of fiber. So total carbs is 8, but the fiber cancels out 7 of those, so there's only 1 net carb. There's 7 grams of protein, 90 milligrams of sodium, no cholesterol. Total fat is 2 saturated fat. It breaks down saturated fat and trans fat. Saturated is 1, trans fat is 0. So, and there's no sugars, no added sugars. So, it's really good stuff. Wheat protein isolate, vital wheat gluten, oat fiber, modified wheat starch, flaxseed meal, almond flour, olive oil, chicory root, yeast, salt, stevia, that's their sugar, and apple cider vinegar. So, I mean, I've heard that you really should stay away from vital wheat gluten, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how, because I take these little babies. I don't sell them, but I'm just letting you know I take these. Not giving me, you know, freedom, but that's kind of why I'm okay with giving myself a little leeway, because that helps put me into ketosis. So I can have things like this, and a little bit of mix up here and there shouldn't be that much of an issue. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make my lunch. I hope this was helpful, because I hadn't seen, I looked and looked and looked, and I didn't see any reviews for the hot dog buns and the hamburger buns, so I had no idea really what I was getting myself into, and I spent, what, $57 with, when it all, you know, $57 total with, like, the shipping and everything for the white bread, rye bread, hot dog, hamburger buns, and bagels. I'm into that. I mean, I'm not going to have to buy the hot dog and hamburger buns all the time, because I'm probably not going to eat that many. Maybe in the summer, but I'll probably stick with the rye bread and the white bread. I mean, all of this. I could do this every couple weeks, because you can freeze them. Some of them say that you probably should freeze them right away. Refrigerate upon receipt. So I got to put this in my refrigerator. And then, yeah, I think all of these ones are refrigerate. Yeah. So you can freeze them as well. But anyway, that's it. Bye, guys.